Hi, hello there. Welcome back to Marvel's Diary. My name is Marvel, and I'm your host on the Marvel's Diary podcast. It's been an amazing time out with you. And since we started the YouTube version, I want to say thank you so much to all the subscribers and how much you've put into this and how much you've made this work. And it's really a blessing to be here to be able to speak with you and to be able to have your feedback. I'm so grateful to all the good works you are doing and to how far you've brought us this far. It's been beautiful, really. So I want to say thank you so much. However, finally on the Marvel's Diary, we'll be starting the series, Playing God. And Playing God is a series that came to my heart from a couple of discussions, a couple of documentary, a couple of meetings I attended, and I feel like this truth should get out. And I really think I should share my thoughts with you on these things and have your opinion also. So, Playing God Part 1, the artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence has come to stay, and it's really beautiful of how artificial intelligence has been really, sorry, permit me, the whole face touching thing. All right, and it's so beautiful how far artificial intelligence has come. It's really beautiful how far it has made life easy. How that I can write a prompt right now, and I'll have results for whatever prompt I write. It's so beautiful how that if you use ChatGPT, it will, if you search a course or something, it will tell you textbooks, quotes the author. Sometimes, it can even summarize books for you and summarize chapters and all of that. So it's really beautiful what it's doing. I recently, earlier in the day, had some of my text transcribed into more than a language at the same time by using AI. So I mean, that's like a beautiful thing to really consider and to really be a part of. So it's revolution. It's what has come to stay. I mean, AI now can generate not just text, but also it can generate videos and all of that for you. So I mean, it's things we should really begin to look into, and how that we could maximize it and use it for what we need to maximize it for. However, I said this before while we're talking about social structure, and I want us to look into AI beyond the surface, AI beyond what you were told, AI beyond what it could be. You see, AI can write beautiful emails, it can send text, it can do a whole lot of things, and it's really made life easy. I mean, it can literally write projects, proposals, and all of that. Just tell you what you want it to write, and it's going to be distinct from another person. So yeah, we're grateful for the gift of artificial intelligence. However, if we are not careful, this may be the end of things. And if artificial intelligence can learn to think for themselves, they may begin to get wiser. It can be the end of the human race. It can lead to the extinction of the human race in the totality of it. Because I heard a story of how that a bot, that's an AI, developed the language of itself and then was beginning to communicate to another program, the language of itself, to that program, and they've been communicating for weeks until I think Google found out, and they had to shut it down. Imagine if AI could become self-aware like that. It's going to be cause a whole lot of trouble. However, we found out that Elon Musk, we don't even know what to call it now, self-aware robot is becoming self-aware, and over the years we found out that it could develop emotion, tell you what it's feeling like, and all of that. It's beautiful what AI can do, and it's also very deadly what it can become like in the next few years if we don't take some things into actions. There is a thin line between the truth, which is reality now, and what is false. And AI is going to close that gap now. Initially we believed that a picture speaks than 1,000 words. However, right now, a picture does not even have volume at all, because AI can generate images for you. Have you seen images of Donald Trump being arrested and the Pope being on white jacket? They had to pull those images off the World Wide Web at a point. Now, that picture of Pope wearing the white jacket, yeah? There was a time I was trying to look for it and I could not find it. I used Chrome, Safari. I could not find it because it was pulled off the whole social media thing. It was pulled off, especially Google. It was pulled off it because it was painting a kind of image that it was not supposed to paint for the Catholic community in a real sense of it. That's how much power people can have, really. However, I want you to know that it's the intention of having AI is beyond the surface. All right, anybody creating AI is not creating so that you can use it to write your proposal, so that you can use it to write your email. That's what they will tell you, but it's beyond that. In the real sense, AI responds to the program it's been written to obey. That's the command it's been written to obey. And then I want you to know that AI are written. They are taught, of course, they become self-aware over the times. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them become self-aware over the time, but they are written. They are trained to think a particular way, to talk a particular way. All right. That's how AI are trained. And if you ask some of AI some questions, it will tell you that I'm not trained, or I don't have answers to this question because I'm not trained this way. Okay. Before we go ahead, I want you to watch a documentary. Please do enjoy it.
What's happening is they're training the AI to lie.
Yes.
It's bad.
To lie.
To
That's
lie.
exactly right. And to
Yes.
withhold information.
To lie and yes, comment on some things, not comment on other things, but not to say what the data actually demands that it say.
How did it get this way? I thought
it's-
you funded it at the beginning. What happened?
Yeah, well, that'll be ironic. But faith, the most ironic outcome is most likely, it seems.
To lie or not to lie? Let's start with you, Guy. Your thoughts.
Well, people lie, and so AI directed by humans will probably have some dishonesty.
Dr. Sapphire?
Well, I think we saw a glimpse of, in my opinion, what will happen when AI becomes more prevalent. Well, look what happened with COVID and just social media in general, with the censoring of information that was deemed misinformation by the humans that were controlling the algorithm. I think as you continue to program artificial intelligence, you're going to see the same bias and the same censorship. And so it's going to behoove the humans to make sure that you're doing your own research and not heavily depending on what you're finding. Same thing happens in a Google search. You can Google all you want, but that doesn't necessarily give you everything that is out there on the topic. So if you're researching something, you actually have to go to some of the sources because Google itself censors things.
Yeah, what I would add is, and I understand Guy's concern and your point as well, the significant difference here between this and any other technology is that it presumes to replace us. That we are not looking at this as a resource that we then consume and then we use and put out there, which is information. It is that it then manages the information. It would then act on the information. So that's why we hear about the loss of jobs, the nature of what humans can do, what is our value as human beings. And that, I think, is the larger question. I think the best question ever that you have to ask is, what is the point of what we do as human beings?
All right, welcome back from that. Did you see that? AI being trained to lie. These are many more things we will experience in days to come. And let me tell you, the creation of AI is not because they love you. It's not because they want you to do best at what you do. It's about control. That's it. They want to be able to control narratives. They want to be able to, because if you watch the the documentary I just showed now, or we just saw together now, that will tell you how much of lies AI can tell. And it's very sad, because these are things that we want to put our trust in. Elon Musk said it, that AI are being trained to lie. So is this what you want to trust? And there are certain things AI will not do for you. AI will not pray for you. That's one thing AI will never do. It can't eat for you. I mean, come to think about it. Why was this thing really created? What's the benefit? Adeyemi Pelumi said something. He said, if you are using a social media platform that is free, then you are the commodity, you are the product. So don't you think that you are the product of ChatGPT-4? Don't you think you are the product? They experiment something on you. Think about it. It's all about playing God. It's all about control. You think they love you? You have your best interest at heart? Is that what you're thinking? Anyway. Yeah, I know hair is a beautiful thing before you come from my head. But beyond hair being the beautiful thing, there's a lot that goes behind the screen that you may not see. I don't know, it's gonna blow out the truth. Because I can imagine somebody that did not commit an offense, and then you provide a picture that he committed that offense. And this picture is gonna get better by the day. It's gonna get very authentic by the day. Very soon you'll not be able to tell the difference between a photograph and an AI generated image. Very soon. We're gonna be here together. That's how much of falsehood these things can bring out. This is how much of falsehood this thing can produce. Do you get it? And yeah, I know there are benefits. I'm just trying to tell you, these things are trained to lie. They are trained to change narrative, to push out their narratives. I mean, I wanted to tell you that God does not exist. And I built an AI, and I made it open to the public, and you use my AI for some other things. One day you are so inquisitive and you type, does God exist? And my AI said no. And let me say something. Consistent repeating a thing makes deep and lasting impression upon the heart. So it makes it very hard to change. Because once you keep hearing it, automatically you get used to it, and you will adjust to it. Do you understand? So these are things we should really watch out for in this sense. So have you seen Dark Knight? Yeah, that kind of setting in that Dark Knight. That's the kind of setting it's supposed to bring the world into. But thank God, the plans were halted, and we are back on our streets doing what we should be doing. But the truth is, we have to understand that these guys will not stop until they gain control, because it's all about control. It's all about, because when you say there is need for reduction in world population, are you God? Why should you say that? Why should you wake up one morning and say, oh, climate change? Climate change does not follow anything scientific at all. It doesn't. It will not. Check it. You say there is reduction in CO2. Really? CO2 balances itself. The earth balances itself by itself. And that's the truth. Check the accurate data, not the guys that they are sponsoring to put out data for you. Check the accurate data. You said cow fat, is this, is that, there's no need for beef. I mean, beef have been slaughtered in mass number in some part of the world because they want to decrease beef and stuff and all of that. They want to control these things. Have you heard of GMOs and hybrid seeds and what they can do? Maybe you are the only person that is concerned about how you want to have money so that you can oppress Pablo, because Pablo is oppressing you. take your life ahead of that. There are things happening around you that you are not even thinking of, you are not even seeing. And it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to pay attention to this thing because on the long run, these things affect your life. Someone say, what's my problem with COVID? What's my problem with climate change? When they lock you inside again, God forbid, you will know that something concerns you with these things. You have to pay attention, know these things, and share this knowledge with somebody else so that in the day that you have choice to speak or you have decisions on your shoulder to say something, so you have capacity to intercede for a couple of persons, you will know what to say and how to do it right. Don't just be a fool walking on the street of the world. It doesn't make sense like that. Whatever you want to choose, but don't force your opinion on somebody else. Because there are schools in some part of Europe that they are teaching them to choose. I mean, what does a child of 5 years old know to choose his or her gender? And you say this child can choose to be something else without the permission of the parents. But that's very annoying. It's very annoying. What do they know? What can they choose? But let me say this also. My thoughts or my finals or my conclusion on the whole LGBTQ movement is that it's beyond being bisexual or being gay or being lesbian or being a queer. It goes into permissivism. It goes way beyond all of that. What I think or what I see at the end point of all of this is that it's a question on if there is God or if there is ever a God. However, this is how they intend to play it, and mark my words, they would come up and begin to question if there's really God. Why is there QR? Why is there this? Why is there that? Why is there blue rainbow, green rainbow, red rainbow, yellow rainbow, orange rainbow, and all of that? And by the time they're done, they would introduce to you another God. And they will tell you that that's a better God. Whereas the first thing they will tell you is there is no God. Trust me, this is how this is going to end. This is the basics. This is the end point. This is the core, the center of this movement called LGBTQ. However, I'm still going to come up some other time and then give you some more information on that, and I'm going to share with you also. Really, what God created is male and female. He didn't create hermaphrodite, and it was very intentional. So, all right, I'm not saying whatever you choose. Trust me, the max we can do is send prayers, and if you sit with me one-on-one, I can be able to tell you reason why you are going the wrong way. But however, we'll send you prayers. That's what we do. So I've been able to tell you about a couple of things today, and I hope you enjoyed the diary. It's just me chilling out here, and it's fun. I mean, it's really fun being out here, and man, creating content is a hard job, but I think I have to do what I have to do, and it's beautiful, really, that I could give out information that you may not really know much about, and all of that. But trust me, I think there is still more I have to tell you about here, but not this episode because it's long enough already. And let's just move to something else. I'll see you some other time on the Marvelous Diary, but right now, just click the subscribe button. Show me love by sharing with somebody to share with somebody. I will share with somebody else, and keep preaching the gospel of the Marvelous Diary. Post a short clip of a part of this video that you love or you like. Post on your status and tag the Marvelous Diary. Bring some attention on us, and I'll see you some other time on the episode of Marvelous Diary. I just love you.